His mouth. Alright, all out. Over a little bit. Oh, we close the curtain. Back in a sec. Alright. Got that crocodile. Down for a second. Don't worry about it. Alright, Chapter 4, Tales of Monkey Island. Last time we were, swallowed by a manatee. The episode had its upsides. It had Murray, who is always fantastic. Always good fun. Then it had, some downsides. It had some really, oh boy, poor Morgan. Per Morgan is really all I can say about that. Hopefully this episode will be a bit less awful in that regard. It still keep its high points. So let's jump into Chapter 4, the Trial and Execution of Guybrush Threepwood. This sounds great. This sounds like it's gonna go good for Guybrush today.
While searching for a cure to the pirate-afflicting pox of LeChuck, the fates of Guybrush Threepwood and Morgan Le Fay are blown off course when they are swallowed by a lovelorn leviathan.
Big-ass manatee.
Much to Morgan and Guybrush's surprise, an uneasy alliance to escape the beast blossoms into a genuine friendship between the pirate and pirate hunter. A tidal shift that leads Threepwood to the elusive pox curing Esponja Grande.
Hell yeah!
But
Woo!
Guybrush learns too late that it is the wise pirate who prepares for the inevitable change in the winds as Morgan betrays him and returns him to the scientific clutches of the Marquis de Sange.
Well, didn't see that coming. Go on, put your back into it. Betrayal!
$28, $29, 30,000 pieces of... Just as we agreed.
It'd better be, or I'll cut the difference out of your fluffy wig.
I got an idea. Why don't you let me go and I'll pay you double what the market
You don't
is.
have any money, Guybrush.
Embarrass yourself, Threepwood.
I got money, I got treasure, I'll pay triple. Well, I'll pay triple.
Oh yeah? I'll pay triple.
Quadruple?
Quadruple?
Quintuple?
Quintuple?
Yeah!
Sextuple?
Gross.
Threepwood, you grossly underestimate the value of that which courses through your body.
Oh, I've got a pretty good idea. That's why my spit alone once won me 8,000 pieces of 8 on Booty Island.
Sure
You
did.
should die knowing that you gave a priceless gift to science.
Woo woo.
Finally, I've got the threepwood, I've got the formula, and soon I'll have nothing left than life eternal.
I
Oh,
do
I'm
love
happy
Life
of a
Eternal.
penguin sliding on its belly.
Oh, hello. What's all this then? Oh, they don't look well.
What is this?
Ah, it's a welcome back party. I hope they brought ice cream cake.
I don't know if it's a good thing for you. Yeah.
We've been waiting a long
Uh-oh, you kinda pissed.
Hey, why can't I stop my legs?
What? No! No, come back! This cracker croaker's got a date in the court
I
of
mean,
pirate
it doesn't
law.
spoil this. The name of the chapter is The Trial and Execution of Guybrush Threepwood.
dog will hang.
This is not a spoiler.
You! After him!
I delivered him.
I brought you threepwood, and you paid me. We're done here.
Pay me again.
We'll just see about that.
Yeah, you're the one who lost him. I know, right? A voodoo subpoena, it looks like. Yeah, there you go. Chapter 4, The Trial and Execution of Guybrush Threepwood. I don't think I spoiled anything with that stream title. But...
Captain
Oh,
Freeport,
oops.
having been found guilty
That's
of all
okay, honey.
charges, you'll be taken to the nearest ship and keel hard until your ravaged skin hangs in tatters from your bleeding.
Guilty? But I haven't been charged with anything yet.
You haven't?
What?
Where's that incompetent prosecutor?
Goddamn
Right here,
prosecutor.
Your Honor.
Oh! Oh! Yes, 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 yes!
Sorry,
It's
I'm late, Your Eminence,
beautiful.
but old Stan had to in flagrante his delicto, and there was a line in the washroom.
Belay your excuses, you sniveling sea weasel!
Yes,
Get on
yes,
with the
yes,
charges!
yes.
I've got grog waiting for me at Club 41!
Of course, Your Immensity. Your Honor.
God, his
pirates
teeth
and
are
wenches of the
horrifying.
gallery,
Hey, that's
Man.
This evening I will prove beyond a scintilla of a shadow of a doubt that Guybrush Threepwood is guilty of no fewer than 4 heinous crimes.
funny. I thought there'd be 3.
Firstly, that he did knowingly engage in a bar fight that horribly injured the beloved feline of local pirate elder, Hemlock McGee.
And it's too good for it!
Secondly, during this self-same fight, Captain Threepwood spilled boiling nacho sauce on the exposed
Man,
leg
his-
of Bosun Catherine Krebs.
His
hideously
movements
scarring one of
are
Flotsam's
even more
shapeliest
terrifying
gags.
in 3D.
Thirdly, that he did conspire with one
I
Joaquin
forgot how
Moore
horrifying
to craft and
this
sell
is.
counterfeit porcelain power pirates.
All about spreading
Okay,
the
did
And
do
finally,
that.
that he folded, spindled, and mutilated this previously pristine ex belonging to Flotsam's newest arrival, Killick Hardtack.
What the heck?
Yeah, he did that to me. Captain Threepwood, having heard the grave
Those are
charges
very
arraigned against
grave
you, How do
charges.
you plead?
I have plead guilty of the gallery any quicker, not guilty. Charges are stupid, I plead not guilty. Why get out of here quicker if I plead guilty?
I plead guilty. Will I get out of here any quicker?
Most definitely.
Great. Then I plead.
After the summary executions by keel hauling, hanging, boiling, and escapism.
Sure.
Racism?
Trust me, kid, you don't want to know.
Okay, then
These charges are stupid.
charges are stupid. And believe me, I know from stupid.
Captain Threepwood, you're out of order.
Oh, you're all out of order.
You're out of order.
Yeah.
The whole Maston pirate legal system is out of order.
You gotta do the you gotta do the
Shut
reference.
his festering gob before the court shuts it for him.
Do it!
Sorry.
I plead not guilty.
I plead 1,000% not guilty. Especially that last one about
We
the
definitely did the third one, though. We definitely did counterfeit.
The miserably guilty defendant has entered a plea of
Yep,
not
I sure
guilty.
have. The
Who
miserably
would like to
guilty
represent
guy
your
versus
pathetic
3
case?
Can Stan represent me?
Hey, Stan, why don't you represent me? For old time's sake.
You mean those old times when you swindled me out of a ship, stuck me in a coffin for 3 months, scammed my insurance company, and got me involved with high-risk doubloon derivatives?
Yes?
Sorry, kid, nothing personal, but I stand to make a bundle in legal fees off these honked-off Flotsomites. They really don't like you.
Fair enough. Public defender?
Don't you have some sort of public defender?
A public defender? In pirate court?
I guess not.
Maroon.
I
would
am
be
a
no, then.
maroon. Alright, fine.
I guess I'll represent myself.
Again, Murray?
Three points.
There's a skeleton
Are you
over there.
aware of the old pirate court saying? The pirate who represents himself in court has a soon-to-be keel-hauled fool for a client.
Oh,
Yes, Your Honor, and I am that fool.
Fine. Your move,
that's
Counselor.
me. I love
Here's your
representing
briefs, kid.
myself. Alright, here we go. So, witness K. Hardtack, charge, consonant abuse, X class. Plaintiff's charge that defendant ruined his perfectly good ex is suspect but plausible. Court hopes he's not just making things up. Recommended sentence, 2 pence fine, death by hanging. Fair enough. Alright, witness K. Krabs, charge, thigh crimes and misdemeanors. Discontinuation of Club 41's natural sauce makes proof of guilt difficult, but court deems it unlikely that some other mix of fluids could have caused Krebs' distinctive burn. Oh, hello. 33 gold fine, death by corset. Interesting. Alright, witness H. McGee. Charged felonious feline frightening. Plaintiff's pussycat seems traumatized, but court has seen far too many crippled pirates miraculously healed by the tonic of a cash settlement. That kitty moves an inch, this case is over. Recommended sentence, 1 ball of yarn, death by mauling. Alright, they're gonna have to figure out what death they want to give me. Witness, J. Dioro, charge, counterfeit collectibles. Witness testifying in return for a lighter sentence. Court doesn't trust stool parrots. Their testimony is only as firm as their last. Recommended sentence, confiscation of sextants, death by 8-sided dice. Alright, witness, Guy Verstappen, defendant arrested in possession of tiny sea sponge, which he insists will cure the pox. Court is skeptical, but this confiscated artifact is a matter of policy. Defendant also in possession of unremarkable wedding ring that will likely be used to defray his funeral costs. Unremarkable! Oh, come on, that thing's huge. Alright. What do I have on me? Okay.
I wonder whatever happened to my hand. I hope it's happy.
Your hat is... Yeah, right, it's actually Phoenix, right? Yeah, we have the court briefs, which I assume we can then, yeah, look at. Well, stenographer, hello. Oh, I can just wander around? That's pretty good.
Could you read that last bit back for me?
Yes.
Very interesting. I don't even remember saying exsanguinate. No, I'm not questioning your professionalism. It's just that I don't even know the
Guybrush, do
meaning
you
of-
usually
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
talk to inanimate objects? You did it last time, too. Alright.
That paralyzed cat is creepy.
Ugh, that is creepy.
That empty nacho plate is making me hungry.
My ring! My wife's gonna be very mad if I lose that. The sponge! Oh, okay.
I'm surprised Doro ever fell for that.
Oh,
Why
what
is
a
it always
lovely
an X?
X.
Why not T marks the spot?
X is... it's got a middle bit. It's a lovely letter that, you know, shows you a middle bit. Pirate code!
It's common laws for common pirates.
Hell yeah, hell
Laws.
yeah.
Pirates don't need no stinking laws.
Fine, then we'll proceed with the execution.
On the other hand, maybe I could use a few good laws right now.
That's pretty funny. Alright, diagram.
Like there was one whale of a fender bender while the winds were blowing out. That's why I always sail defensively and carry state arm insurance.
Hey, Stan, what's up? Stan,
Hey,
Stan,
Stan.
Stan.
No fraternizing between the defense and prosecution while court is in session.
Oh, I can't
If you
talk
want
to
to gag,
Stan.
call for a recess.
Okay. Bitch, I don't know what,
I, don't know what to do.
That's why you should have a lawyer, you blithering blatherskate!
Sorry.
Look, Threepwood, it's pretty easy. You can call witnesses for any of the cases. Once they're on the stand, you can question them,
Sure.
confront them with evidence from the evidence table, if it's
Sure.
pertinent to the case, or attempt to confront them with new evidence that you've brought into court.
You'd best be
Thanks,
careful
Stan,
about
that's
that
helpful.
last one, though. Nothing gets on me nerves more than a defendant attempting to clog my court with useless chunks of jetsam.
And of
fair
course,
enough.
you can always ask for a recess, so you can check your briefs.
Thanks.
Thanks, Stan. Can I call a recess?
Your Honor, I'd like to
The
call a recess to
gesticulations
confer
are
with my client.
so horrifying.
Please escort Captain Threepwood to the brig.
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Well, at least I'm not about to be dissected by a crazy scientist.
That's
Now to break
yeah.
out of here, find a lane and use La Esponja Grande to... Hey,
Got the court
What
ticket,
happened to
buddy.
cool
You know it
booze
was on the desk.
All possessions will be returned to the prisoner once he has been cleared of all charges. In the likely event that the prisoner is not cleared of all charges, his property will be distributed to his heirs.
I don't have any
but I don't
heirs.
have any heirs. That I know of.
Then they'll be auctioned off at eBay.
We definitely need to save before the judge kills us. Yes. Take a save now. Not that this game tends to kill you, but actually, it doesn't look like there's an autosave yet. So good plan. All right.
This part of the wall looks like it's made of pretty loose stuff. I wonder if I could dig my way out.
Oh well, we have a hook.
What's that noise?
Oh.
Nothing.
Okay, I need to get rid of him first. No second. Bar.
This bar looks pretty loose.
Knock it off, you!
Hey, guard!
What do you want?
What do I want? Entitled to bread and water?
Am I entitled to some bread and water?
Bread and water? I pride myself on providing Flotsam's prisons with the finest in haute cuisine. Wait here.
Alright, buddy.
Wait here. Huh. That's funny.
Alright, can I?
Thought he'd never leave. What the? It's solid steel under here.
Aww. Okay, can I do the bar?
I don't want to dig my hook into that. I don't know where it's been.
Look at the bar.
What do you know? Guess it wasn't so loose after all.
You fortified patch of wall. Gosh. Not so loose bar. Anywhere else I can use,
Stupid reinforced wall.
Alright, well it doesn't look like I'm getting out anytime soon. Can I have
Where's my
food?
dinner? My haute cuisine.
Oh, the prisoners don't get any food. That's for the guards and judges. Delicious, too.
Wow. What a jerk.
Hey,
What a
guard.
jerk.
What do you want?
Has this jail got any reading material?
I'd suggest reading your legal briefs. You might need them.
Good tip. I'll get right on that when I need something to put me to sleep.
I know, I want to see my lawyer.
I want to see my lawyer.
Your lawyer?
Yeah, you might have heard of him. Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate at law.
Fine.
Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
All right, Counselor. Judge Grindstump says you got 5 minutes.
That should be more than enough for this piece of scum. I hope you had a good excuse for dragging me out of bed at this ungodly hour.
I'm worried about my wife.
I'm worried about my wife, Counselor. She hasn't sent me a letter in weeks. I wouldn't worry about her, Guybrush. We're taking very good care of her on my estate. Very good care.
Wow.
You scurvy backstabber!
Ultimate wife guy.
Guard! I'm quite done with my client. I'll get you, Threepwood, if it's the last thing I do.
Guybrush, you absolute weirdo. Oh, they're just gonna let me walk out?
Sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood. I know those prisoners can be a rowdy lot.
Think nothing of it, Mr. Hardtack. Now, where can I find a good grog?
141's right over there, sir.
Oh my god, that's so powerful. Oh, hey Stan, what's up? Stan's courtroom souvenir. Why'd that work? Because I'm the lawyer? Who was, you know, going in to see my client in prison, and then I left. So he let my lawyer leave.
You? Doro?
They did say it'd be a mistake to represent myself. They were incorrect. What happened to your
What
eye?
happened to your eye?
I'll tell you what happened to my eye, smarty guy. When I dug up that phony dark ninja
That owns
allegedly
so hard.
planted-
That was incredible.
Allegedly planted. I got a speck of dirt lodged in my eye. A week later, it got infected, and Dr. Descent had to cut it out.
Yeah, just bet he did.
Now I need a glass eye.
Why do you want a glass eye?
Why do you want a glass eye? An eye patch is much more piratey.
Eye patches are so last month. All the cool pirates are getting scary glass eyes.
Ooh,
these
do I have to get you a scary
Folks are so
glass
cool,
eye?
right?
days. Grr.
I
Yes,
say.
but you really can't beat a glass eye.
Alright, what are you in
What
for?
are you in for?
I got arrested for trying to auction a counterfeit Dark Ninja Day figurine at eBay.
Oh no.
eBay?
You know, that bay with the auction thing?
Oh, yeah.
Luckily for me, Stan got me a reduced sentence in exchange for my testimony
Wow,
against you.
thanks, Stan.
What did I do?
You were the one that made the counterfeit Dave in the first place.
That is
yeah,
correct. We did, in fact, do that. Stop testifying
I'm
against me.
sorry about the jail time, but you've got to stop testifying against me. I've got a wife and scores of pirates to cure.
You're going to cure the pox?
Eventually,
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like that. All these poxed pirates are always making fun of me
Oh.
for not being poxed.
Well, come on then. Let's do some business.
Maybe. What can you offer me in return?
A glass eye. How about a glass
How
eye?
about I get you a glass eye for your eye hole?
That sounds interesting.
And it's a deal.
But
I knew there'd be a big noisy butt somewhere in there.
I want a really cool glass eye.
Okay,
And
cool,
what,
cool
pray
glass
tell,
eye.
makes a cool glass eye?
It has to have a really cool color. Like the color in the eyes of those nasty poxed pirates when they're
Get my
really,
notebook.
really angry.
I'll see what I can do.
Alright. Alright. Get my notebook. So, he wants a glass eye, and I believe the color of their eyes, is red. Hey, why aren't you Paul?
You know, I can't help but notice that you don't seem to be afflicted by the pox of LeChuck.
Oh, don't remind me. All the other pirates have gotten the pox, so why not me?
Have you thought about the possibility that you might not actually be a pirate?
I'm too a pirate.
Okay,
Wow.
okay, you are a pirate.
Wow,
I'm sure the
Guybrush.
pox will be coming for you any day now.
Wow. Rude. Alright, so we need to get him glass eye. And he will stop testifying, so that'll be one of the crimes
Associating with
dropped.
hardened criminals like you can't be good for my legal situation. I'm out of here.
Adios.
Alright, Stan. Stan, he's the man.
Stan?
Are you selling merchandise of me?
Nice to see you out and about, kid. Hope they haven't been treating you too badly in the Huskow.
Well, there is a
His
pretty
teeth
scary
is
looking
terrifying.
At least I hope it's a rat.
Well, that's just swell, kid. Look, could you get out of the way and make room for some paying customers?
What are you doing
What
out
are you
here?
doing out here? Shouldn't you be prepping for trial?
Hey, no offense, kid, but the day old Stan can't beat you in open court with one wildly flapping arm tied behind his back is the day I haul my corpus juris back to Jambalaya Island for the full restitutio and integrum. Know what I mean?
No.
Not really.
Exactly.
Really? What are you doing
So
out
if you're
here?
not preparing for trial, what are you doing out here?
Following Stan's rule number 1, ABM.
ABM?
Always be merchandising.
There you go.
People love following the trials of famous pirates, even B-list pirates like
Oh,
yourself.
harsh.
B-list?
That's why old Stan got all the souvenirs and timeless keepsakes you'll ever need to remind you of this month's Trial of the Century.
How are sales going?
How are sales going?
Great. Celebrity merchandise is always a good investment, especially if you suspect that the celebrity in question is about to become a wind chime in the gallows. Nothing sells like dead celebrities.
He's not wrong.
Well, I don't plan on dying today.
And I didn't plan to wear the same jacket for 20 years, but here we are.
That's fair. I love that they kept his jacket not, the texture not moving. It's so good. Dan, about these charges.
Stan, about these charges.
Sorry, kid, can't talk. Conflict of interest, attorney, pirate privilege, and all that stuff.
But
La, not talking to you about it.
What are you selling?
I know I'll kick myself for asking, but what sorts of trial souvenirs are you selling?
The question you should be asking is what kind of souvenirs am I not selling? Behold, the People vs. Threepwood collection.
Uh-huh. Oh, I guess I'll ask about the doll.
Hey, a little me.
That's right, Threepwood, a faithful reproduction right down to the lacy garter belt.
Hey.
I only wore those once.
It is I, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
That sounds nothing like me.
Yeah, I know. To be honest, your real voice didn't focus test all that well.
Wow. Harsh. What will eliminate beer toy?
What's that?
That, my piratey friend, is a
He
little
really should
novelty
be
I like
waving
to
his
call
arms around at
Drive
all
the Beard on
times,
the
yes.
Guybrush. Using the power of magnetism and iron shavings, you can give Flotsam's most notorious criminal an infinite array of amusing and degrading hairstyles. Observe. What the? This one doesn't have a magnet. And look, it's leaking iron shavings. This is what you get when you use shoddy Fat Island labor.
Oh, we're gonna get that. What about the t-shirt?
Is that supposed to be you?
None other. Now you and your friends can relive the trial of the century while lounging around in this comfortable polyblend t-shirt, emblazoned with the iconic image of yours truly, a crusading attorney bringing his no-holds-barred brand of justice
trial of
to
the
Flotsam Island.
century.
On second thought,
Say no more.
I don't know what we need iron shavings for, but hey, nice jacket.
no matter how many times I see it, I can't get over your jacket.
You like it? I just had it in for its annual re-stitching and de-rezzing.
Why don't you
I
have the
noticed that
pox?
you're remarkably free of the pox.
Nothing remarkable about it at all, Threepwood. Haven't you been paying attention? The pox only affects real, 100% honest to Blackbeard pirates. Now, I've been many things in this life. A salesman, real estate agent, a troubadour, stevedore, a ralphador, and even a brief but memorable stint as an exotic dancer to pay my way through law school. But one thing I'm not and never will be is a pirate.
I do uh-oh, can we make him a pirate and give him the pox? Oh no, oh, no, we can't do that to
Stay on
Stan.
board, Stan.
Hey, that's pretty funny.
Alright.
It's a broken draw-a-beard-on Guybrush toy. Looks like it's leaking iron fillings.
Yeah, so it's leaking irons. I wonder if we can do something.
Hey there, youngster. I know you're curious about the behind-the-scenes working of Stan's Courtroom Emporium, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to step away from the door.
Why?
It's
That's
very...
where Stan works his magic, kid. It's where my dreams become reality, and some of my realities become dreams.
So it's where you're sleeping.
Yeah, but only until this souvenir business picks up.
I like how this game does not let you go inside basically anywhere. Can I go inside, oil leak? Not what I meant to click on.
That lamp is leaking oil.
Not just any oil, manatee oil.
Manatee oil?
That's not right.
Gross.
Now that the winds are blowing in again, Flotsam Island is once more soaking up most of the pox of the chuck.
Is that good? Not sure I can do anything with this
I don't
oil.
want to dig my hook into that. I don't know where it's been.
I assume we'll maybe... That's not what I meant to do.
I'm not sure I want to leak iron all over that.
Yeah, I assume... Oh, seagull. I assume
When
we'll
I
want,
was a
like,
younger
something
pirate,
to, like,
I used
cover in
to lie awake
oil
on
or
the
to
deck of my
gather
ship
that
and
oil.
gaze at the seagulls as they majestically swooped and bobbed through the
Fine.
evening sky.
Fine,
And then they
fine.
started pooping on me. so I stopped doing that.
That's seagulls. When you live by the sea, you kind of stop being enamored
Ladies'
by
night.
seagulls.
Club 41 open to the public. Well, that's a welcome change of pace.
I go inside.
I wonder if Club 41's changed its restrictive policies. I guess so.
Am I finally going in a building? I'm in a building! I do love a scary painting.
What's that artistic abomination?
Ah, that be a painting of Flotsam Island's notorious jungle beast, painted by our own Hemlock McGee.
Hemlock? Really?
Aye, no one knows more about our legendary beastie than old Hemlock.
Okay, so, Hemlock McGee is one of our witnesses, so let me look at my court case briefly. I'm gonna start writing this all down on a page. So I know the Oro, full glass eye, red probably. Yes, so it's his cat. We have to make it move. I'm guessing he's then paralyzed it with Hemlock. That's his name. I just start a page for all the witnesses so that I have all the info I need.
Nice, dartboard.
Isn't it, though? Ah, it was one of the few things I managed to salvage when I was washed ashore on Flotsam all those years ago.
Can I play around?
Unfortunately, the darts were lost a few weeks ago
Oh,
during a bar fight. And pity, too. What with the annual Flotsam Island Dart Tournament tomorrow night.
What, was that my fault? I'm sorry? Hi Morgan, how's it going? What are you drinking?
What are those scary-looking drinks?
They're a row of Blood Island volcano shots.
They look painful.
Only the first one.
Yikes.
Fair enough. Why'd you turn down to
Not that I'm
Sanj?
complaining, but why'd you turn down Singe's contract to hunt down my wife?
I may be a backstabbing mercenary, but even I have some standards.
Sure, now you have standards. Shame they couldn't have shown up before you, cut off my hand,
Wow,
or knock me
Guybrush.
unconscious and drag me back to Flotsam Island.
What can I say? I'm complicated.
It is very funny how this off-screen, sort of very small bit we did in episode 1 is, kind of the whole basis for what's happening here.
What did Singe want with Elaine, anyway?
You heard the man. Something to do with your unique strain of box? Guess he thinks your wife has
Nice.
it too.
Uh-oh. You look grim.
You look uncharacteristically grim.
It's been one of those days.
Sure has.
I know what you mean. Betraying your childhood hero can really take it out of you.
Hey, that was just business.
Your business sucks more than the winds of Flotsam.
Sometimes.
Hey, why aren't you pox?
I noticed that you're without pox.
I'm pox-free. Tested on a regular basis.
Well, do you know why?
Probably because I'm not really a pirate, since I'm a pirate hunter.
Gotta like a pox that respects minor semantical distinctions.
It's true, you know, you're either a pirate or a privateer, and the pox clearly doesn't go for privateers. I can use some help.
You know, if you have even a scintilla of a guilty conscience, I could really use your help.
Listening?
There's this trial going on.
So I've heard. Some guy was trying to tell me that it's the trial of the century!
Yeah, well,
That's
I could
Stan.
really use some trumped-up evidence. Or a few intimidated witnesses. Or maybe a well-placed bribe or 10?
You couldn't afford me.
Of course. How silly of me. It's all about the pieces of 8 with you, isn't it?
Oh,
Not
harsh.
always. I also accept pieces of 9.
I do love a piece of 9. So nonplussed?
I think you should know that I'm still really angry with you.
Fair enough.
Would it help if I bought you a drink?
Yes.
What, so you can poison me? I'll pass.
No, get a drink. Come
Change
on.
your mind about helping me with my legal troubles?
Come
Our
on.
legal system and I don't exactly get along, and if we did, I wouldn't do pro bono work.
Fair enough. Alright, well, bye.
I can see you've got inner demons to wrestle with, so I'll just get on with my life.
Thanks. And watch out for DeSinge. That thing he did with his finger was unnatural.
Gross. I need to know about his fingers. Pirate enough to take on the something challenge. Narwhal?
This must be the screaming narwhal that my ship is named after. Creepy.
Very creepy.
Now that
Manatee,
I've spent
no!
some time inside these docile Don Juans of the deep, I feel kind of queasy about seeing their heads mounted on a wall.
Is a little creepy. Hey, let's talk to the barman slash the Right Honorable Judge Wallace P. Grindstump.
Judge Grindstump?
Oh, please, no need to be so formal. In here, I'm just plain old W.P. Grindstump, owner and proprietor of Club
Enough?
41.
I'd like to... Aren't you a little... No, well, yeah, maybe.
Aren't you a little upset that I'm running around free?
Heavens, no! What kind of pirate town would this be if we didn't condone the occasional jailbreak?
I mean,
What a
it's
remarkably
fair.
progressive attitude.
Besides, it's not as though you can really escape the swinging sword of flotsam justice. What with these blasted winds blowing in again?
There's really nowhere for me to go, is there? Alright, like a drink.
Barkeep, I'd like to order a drink.
Brilliant! Will you be paying with doubloons, triploons, coupons, or flotsamian fur shafts?
Actually, I'm a little light right now.
What are
Oh, no
What's
problem.
some-
We'll start up a tab.
you love a
Really?
tab?
That's so unlike, well, every place I've ever been in my life.
Well, it's not like you're going to skip town on me, am I right?
Fair enough. Progatini, Blood Island Volcano. I'll go with the Blood Island
Set me
Volcano
up with a
shot.
line of Blood Island volcano shots.
Me pleasure. These come with our complimentary Club 41 insulated volcano shot glasses. Hewn out of molten lava. They can keep hot liquids hot for a week.
Impressive.
Guybrush, no, what are you doing?
Ooh, that's some hot grog on grog action. I'll just save this last one for later.
Wow. Fucking...
It's an insulated cup that Club 41 uses to serve its Blood Island volcano shots.
Wow, okay.
It's an esophagus-scarring Blood Island volcano shot.
Guybrush has some moves. He just... slammed them back. Oh, hell yes. That Maramonic's got it going on, and you know it. Alright, can I go down the steps? Yep. I can talk more to the bartender, and I will.
That'll be Club 41's famous Flotsam Island Ladies' Night buffet table. In a few hours, it'll be spilling over with flaming chocolate cupcakes, barbecued narwhal horns, deep-fried petit fours, and all that other girly stuff that our swashbuckling lady pirates love.
You love a deep-fried floor? Ah, puddle of wax.
Hot, gooey wax. Nothing like a little hot wax on a cold, flotsam night.
Oh, cool. That is a skull candle. It's not Murray, though. Murray?
I wonder what happened to Murray.
Don't worry about it. Ooh, sack of sugar.
Well, that's a strange place for a sugar sack.
I keep it up there to draw away the ants.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
I don't want to dig my hook into that. I don't know where it's been.
Fair enough. Let's talk to him some more, and then we will,
Hey, WP.
leave, and I'll collect the
Captain
oil
Freeport,
in one of my
what
other
can
glasses.
I do ya for?
Ladies, like, you know, it's looking a little grim.
Ladies' night is looking a little, grim.
Well, it's early. Once we got the buffet table laid out, this place will be hotter than the devil's knickers.
If you say so.
So you're really the owner of Club 41?
Have been ever since I won it from the original owner in a dart tournament a few years back. Poor old guy never knew what hit him.
And by hit him, you mean...
A dart! Right in the old noggin!
Fair enough. Why is it called Club 41?
I've been wondering, why is this place called Club 41 anyway?
You know, I don't rightly know.
The last owner never got a chance to tell me before he succumbed to his dart-related injuries.
Wow, alright.
Well, this has been a little strange, but I've got a name to clear and a pox to cure.
I do
Good
love
luck
doing
with
both
that.
of those things. Alright. Things are going well. I can collect some oil. I don't know why I'm collecting all these various liquids, but...
I almost feel guilty about this. Almost.
Crab! Crab! Can I come out to this? No, I can't get to the crab! Crab! It's possible to bring, like, 10,000 grubs to him and go straight to the mating grounds? That would take forever! I actually don't know what I'm highlighting there. Neither does the game, apparently.
Looks like someone's finally getting around to cleaning the carpet that got, stained during my bar fight.
Sure.
I don't need a cup of that.
I'm gonna save before I start throwing stuff at it. Man, how long would it take to get the grub from the lower section back to him 10,000 times? Oh yeah, cheating.
I don't want to waste my last Blood Island volcano shot on that.
That's fair.
Hot manatee oil is a precious resource. You shouldn't splash it around all willy-nilly.
But I love splashing it around all willy-nilly.
I don't think splashing hot wax on that would be productive, fun, or piratey.
I think you're incorrect. Alright. What else can we see in town? Well, it is pretty cool that they did, like, program in a response to you, getting all the grubs. That's, like, pretty
Who
cool.
goes there?
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate at law.
Oh, Councillor Threepwood. What can I do for
It's
you?
me, I'm Councillor Threepwood. Why are you lying about me in
Why
court?
are you lying about me in court like that? You and I both know that I never dug up your ex.
Oh, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to trick old Hardtack up with one of them newfangled recording devices.
Well, I ain't saying nothing about my case, except in a pirate court of pirate law.
Alright. I'd like to go into the jungle.
I'd like to go into the jungle. I need to talk to a large voodoo lady about a not-so-large sponge.
Sorry, mate. I'm afraid I can't allow prisoners to wander out into the jungle. You might get lost or go into hiding.
That's
But I'm not a
fair.
prisoner. I'm the prisoner's attorney. Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate at law.
Uh-huh.
Well, that is a stumper, all right. But just to be on the safe side, I think it would be for the best if I kept both Guybrush Threepwoods out of the jungle until their trials
That's
are over.
fair enough. Alright, why aren't you in Spinner
What are
Clay?
you doing on Flotsam Island anyway?
Well, after that series of misadventures on Spinner Cay, I found myself without a captain or a ship.
Sorry about that.
It
Yeah,
happens.
don't worry about it.
So I drifted for a bit before landing here on Flotsam. Now I've hired on as Judge Grindstump's personal bailiff / chef,
Hell
creating
yeah.
all sorts of new delicacies for his nightclub. It's a bit of a dream come true, it is.
Pretty good. Alright, how's the pox
How's the
doing?
pox of LeChuck treating you?
Oh, it's not so bad. I mean, there is the incessant drive to commit acts of monstrous evil, of course. It's a bit of a drag on the social life.
That's
but my
fine.
pillaging swing has never been better. So, I guess you could say it's a bit of a wash.
You know, bit column B, not so
Tell you
bad.
one thing I didn't expect. The slaw cravings. I mean, honestly, mate, what's
Law
that all about?
cravings. Oh, interesting. Really want some slaw, huh? Alright. Well, bye. Didn't even say goodbye. Can I go in the glassblower's house?
Hello there, uninformed man on the street.
What do you want?
You're still blowing glass?
Tell me you're still blowing glass. Surely a dry cleaning business would be more
Guybrush, don't say
profitable.
that. We want something from him.
That just shows what you know, Binky. People are clamoring for crypt digits unbreakable
Oh, I'm
tubes.
glad we're back to Mole Man.
What people?
Well, just one person, really. But he ordered
One
a
Mole
huge
Man.
supply. Don't ask me why.
Is that the marquee?
I told you not to ask me that.
Why did someone order all those
Why did
tubes?
someone order all those tubes?
I told you not to ask me that. I told you again.
You make me a glass eye?
I see you can make a glass leg, but tell me, can you make a glass eye?
Aye. But not just any glass eyes. Genuine imitation eyes made from the crystal reefs themselves.
Genuine imitation eyes?
I do
That's
love
right.
genuine
They'll
imitation
imitate
eyes.
the eye color of anyone they see.
Ah,
Just point 'em at
there we
someone's
go.
eyes, give them a few seconds to set, and shazam! All new eye color. When you got a color you like, just pop it in your eye socket, and it'll stay that way forever.
I'm intrigued and cautiously optimistic. How much?
Here, try out this defective one for free.
Effective?
Defective.
Aye, it's a little nearsighted, so you'll have to get up real close to the subject to capture their eye color.
Thanks. I take back all the nasty things I wrote in my diary about you.
Can I do it to you? How does it feel to be hideously diseased?
How does it feel to be hideously diseased?
How do you think it feels?
Great. Awesome.
Bad.
It,
I'd
it
say.
is very kind of how recognizable Harry Mulman is, for sure. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's Harry Mulman right there.
Are you not outraged by this ridiculous trial?
Very
I
ridiculous
just thought
trial.
that scum-sucking Threepwood will finally be brought to justice.
I'm Threepwood.
Speaking of which, shouldn't you be in a holding cell or something?
No, it's fine.
We, get a 10-minute break every hour. It's the law. I'll see you in your, pectorals later.
Yeah, well, the three of us will be waiting.
And yeah, let's have a look at the app.
I'll have to get it to look at someone else's eye before it takes on a color. The eye only captures the color of other living eyes.
I don't know if I can use it on him. Like,
Hey
I
there.
can make him angry, but can I...
How do those...
You just point him at someone's eyes, give him a few seconds to set, and shazam! All new eye color.
Why did someone order all those tubes?
We're not pops anymore!
Ask me that! I told you again!
See ya.
Use it on the leg.
That's really, something.
Oh, hello.
Aye, isn't she a beauty? It's a prototype of my swashbuckling Susie long-lasting leg lamp. That crystal on top will glow for days.
Hell yeah.
Tacky?
Wow. Harsh.
Pirates love this kind of stuff.
They do. They do. I don't know if I can use... Yeah, I can't, like, use it on myself. Ooh, puddle. Liquid.
I better get some of this before it cools.
Hot liquid.
Warm. It's molten glass. Inside a glass. Trippy.
It is a little trippy. Can I use this on the leg?
The eye only captures the color of other living eyes.
I was kind of hoping to put it in there so I could, like, get his eye color, but... No, alright. Someone else I can, like, make angry with the pox. Should I go see how the Marquis is doing? It seems like a tremendously bad idea. But hey, my hand's in there. I'm sure he won't kidnap me. Oh, cage!
It's Jacques, the electromagnetic monkey.
Ooh. Electromagnetic monkey. And I set him free.
Let's see if this'll work. Aha! Come on, let's get you out of here. What kind of a madman keeps a perfectly good magnetic monkey locked in a cage?
It's true, truly terrible. But we do have a magnetic monkey and some iron.
Whoa, that's one powerful magnetic monkey tail. It's a broken toy that's leaking iron flakes.
Yes, beautiful. I don't know what we're doing that for, but I'm sure it's great. Alright.
The doctor is busy!
Oh yeah, you could definitely get
really
better
busy
lighting
if he
in this
needs all
game in
those
the
exclamation
remaster.
points.
Weird oozing fluid.
Ow. What the heck is Desinged doing up there anyway?
Oh, weird looking leaking fluid. Let's grab some.
Ooh, sizzly. You know, if I was a little more scientifically inclined, I might be worried about the effects this stuff is having on any future generations of Threepwoods.
Nah.
Bonjour.
Threepwood, stay away from my laboratorium.
Wait, what? Don't you want to, like, capture me? Don't want to let me in? I'm walking right up to you.
Threepwood, stay away from my laboratorium.
Okay. I assume we're collecting boiling liquids because there is a case in here about crab being burned. So I assume we're collecting... Let me just write this down. Collecting liquids, I assume, to, like, see what, actually burned. Death by corset. I don't make the rules. Death by ace-sided dice, too. But glass unmolten. See if it does. I don't like it. Cat. Hey, Hemlock and Hemlock's cat.
Hi there, Twinkle
Yeah,
Toes.
one of the
Enjoy
liquids
your
will probably
last moments
burn
of freedom,
similar to the,
or you're gonna pay
nacho.
for what you did to Miss Pretty Whiskers.
I'd be happy to pay. Do you accept traveler's checks?
Where's Miss Grungy
How's
Whiskers
Miss
doing?
Grungy Whiskers doing?
Her name isn't Grungy Whiskers, you love a liquor. It's Miss Pretty Whiskers.
Okay, okay, so we can, like, piss people off. Presumably to get the eye done. Drop the charges.
Drop the charges and I'll spare your life.
Bah! Life ain't hardly worth living without the sound of Miss Pretty Whiskers' delicate pitter-pat on the bar
Oh,
floor.
no.
I'm sure she feels the same way about the delicate pitter-pat of your stumps.
How is the pox treating
How's
you?
the box treating you?
Oh, not too bad. I didn't really need that lung I coughed up.
I mean, you have
Yeah, the stupid
two.
lungs are the worst.
What'd you need a third for? Alright. What are you
What
doing?
exactly are you doing?
Mixing up Miss Pretty Whiskers' food. What's it to you?
Can I have some?
No.
I
Okay.
hear you may know something about Flotsam's so-called jungle beast.
None have seen the jungle beast, but 'tis the scariest, foul-smellingest thing you ever didn't see. A dark jungle god that walks the land only by dead of night.
Dark jungle god?
Aye, 'twas said to live within the stomach of the god of death, feasting upon corpses. Until
do
one
love
day,
corpses.
Death ate some bad shellfish and upchucked the jungle beast into existence.
I mean, fair enough.
But if you haven't seen it, how do you know it exists?
Because It eats.
Ooh.
To appease the beast, we've left many a fleshy sacrifice on the jungle altar. By morning, the meat disappears from the altar without a trace.
Uh-huh.
Disappearing meat. Yep. Jungle God's the only explanation.
It's true. The Jungle God is the only explanation. Alright. Well, he's feeding the cat.
That looks unappetizing.
Stay away from Miss Pretty Whisker's food, you fiend.
Your cat eats that? I thought she was paralyzed.
She is. I have to feed it to her through a straw.
Ew.
Wow. Alright. Well, you're clearly feeding it with a fork, actually.
That paralyzed cat is creepy.
But I'm guessing what we have to do is mess with the...
One thing I've learned the hard
Mess
way
with
over
the
the years
food.
is that you should never pull a monkey out of your pocket until the most dramatically useful moment. And that goes triple for an electromagnetic monkey.
That's fair. Alright. Ah!
Wow. That bacon grease is still burning.
Wow, that's harsh. Alright, can we get the,
I've just got to get some of this incredible bacon grease.
No, it's on fire forever.
There. Now my jacket and my pants smell like bacon.
Yeah, they do. Alrighty. I think that's basically all we can explore. Oh, let me see if I can use the eye on this guy and,
Hey, Hemlock, mind if I capture your eye color?
What the what now? Hey!
Thanks.
how do I do that when someone's pissed off then? Okay. Ooh, I wonder if we can, like, severely piss off the judge until he's just red-eyed all the time.
Who goes there?
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate at law.
Oh, Councillor Threepwood.
He just warps from
What
here
can
to
I
the
do
jungle,
for you?
I guess. So weirdo. I'd like to return to court.
I'd like to return to court to defend my client.
Alrighty then, let's find Judge Grindstump. The Pirate Court of Flotsam Island is back in session. The Right Honourable Wallace P. Grindstump presiding.
Let's keep it moving, Captain Threepwood!
I would never.
Your Honor, I'd like to approach the bench.
Denied! No one approaches my
Call a witness? Okay. Call a witness, Hemlock, Deoro, Krebs. Alright.
I'd like to call Hemlock McGee to the stand.
Hemlock McGee!
What's that? Oh.
And do you swear on Blackbeard's...
Yeah. Listen, Pinky. I knew Blackbeard back when he was blotchy Black Peach Fuzz. Just let me at him. Let me at him.
Ensign McGee, it's your contention that Captain Threepwood injured your cat.
Injured? He practically crushed him. Hit him right in the puss with a stuffed manatee, Eddie did.
And how is your cat today?
See for yourself. The poor dear is paralyzed with fear. I have to feed her through a tube. Oh, my poor Miss Pretty Whiskers. Oh, my poor little Pretty.
Pretty Whiskers.
Your witness, kid.
Alright. It's a lie,
This
right?
whole cat thing is a scam to get back at me for getting you kicked out of Club 41, isn't it?
How can you look at my sad little pussycat and call me a liar? Oh, just look at her.
Aww. Okay.
Just a moment, Your Honor. Jump, girl. Go to your master.
Aww.
Threepwood, quit tormenting Ensign McGee's cat and get on with your case.
But I love
Assuming
tormenting
you
a
have
cat.
one.
I don't really have one. Alright. I can, try up here.
Well, we're waiting.
And that didn't help. Alright,
Hey, hardtack.
Defense will refrain from addressing the bailiff in open court.
fair enough.
Sorry.
Can I annoy him?
I object
To what?
to this trial, to your hat, to the way my beard's itching. I also object to the way that guy's looking at me, and to this hook, and
Captain Threepwood, you will cease your foolish distractions before we come down and cease them for you.
Oh, he's angry, he's angry. There we go, there we go.
hold that crazy pose. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right, where were we?
Alright, let's dismiss this witness.
I have no more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
You may step down, Ensign McGee.
You can say fuck, you're a pirate. Alright, yeah, let's call another witness. That one didn't seem... Clearly I have to, like, fix the cat and then throw the cat, or at least not fix the cat, but at least make it move some way, but, let's call Bailiff
If it pleases the court,
Hardtack.
I'd like to call Bailiff Hardtack to the stand.
Bailiff Hardtack! Oh, that's me.
I
Do
believe
you
he's
swear on
lying
Blackbeard's
about
word
my
to tell the truth
his
to the
act,
best of your ability as a
so-
grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate? I suppose.
Bailiff Hardtack, could you tell the court about your claim against Guybrush Threepwood?
Well, back on Spinner Cay, I was getting ready to bury me modest chest of treasures, you see.
Sure,
My
sure.
collection of spaghetti strainers.
I mean,
my
spaghetti
silver
strainers are
paprika
definitely,
shaker, and so on.
a treasure.
When all of a sudden, this Threepwood bloke runs up to me, waving his arms and telling me to look out for a three-headed monkey that's right behind me.
This sounds very
Well,
plausible.
naturally, I turned and looked, but there was nothing there. When I regained my composure, Threepwood was nowhere to be found. And worst of all,
Yes?
he dug up my perfectly good ex. It's ruined now.
Oh, I'm
come
sorry.
He's all yours, buddy.
Alright. Whole story's a big fat
This
lie.
whole story about your ex is a big fat lie, isn't it?
Yeah, it
No,
is.
sir.
Come on, come on.
You're lying. Admit it.
No, sir.
No.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, you got me, sir.
But
What,
why?
really?
Well, I didn't have anything
okay.
else to do after you killed me boss and left me without a job. Oh, I could have charged you with that instead. Oh.
Really could have.
Your Honor, I move for a mistrial.
Granted! Bailiff Hardtack, as punishment for wasting this court's time, you will be compelled to wear Lizzing's wig of foppery until such time as I am no longer tempted to gavel you into a fine paste!
That's fair.
Oh, it's delightful.
Alright, well, Stan, it's going great for you. There was nothing wrong with the ex, it's fine. Alright, call another witness. We actually know what we've got to do to Oro. We've got to give him the eye. I guess the other one is Krebs.
I'd like to call Bosun Catherine Krebs to the stand.
Catherine Krebs. Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate?
Aye. Bosun Krebs, could you tell the court what happened on that fateful day?
I was minding my own business at Club 41 with a mug full of grog and some zesty nachos, when all of a
You love
sudden
zesty
that blindfolded
nachos.
Jasper barreled into me, knocked me nacho sauce into me lap, and gave me this disfiguring scar.
Hachi machi!
Aye, that takes me back.
Okay. Ah, do I get to,
Supply
do I
the
get a picture of
prosecutor
that?
and the defendant with sketches of the burns
Okay,
on
that's
their
good.
briefs.
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Lots of luck, kid.
Ah, purple. Okay. So the other thing about stuff we've been collecting is it is different colors.
Icky. Hard to believe that nacho sauce could do that.
There's a purple skull and crossbones, so I do have blue and red. I don't know how to make a crossbones just yet, but the effect on Stan's shirt is fantastic. Guessing it somewhere else. All right.
Your Honor, I'd like to request a change of venue.
Where to?
Oh, how about back at your place? Just you, me, a jug of grog, a loaf of bread, and some scandalous legal briefs.
Captain 40 will terminate his clumsy and off-putting attempts to seduce this court at once!
Made me uncomfortable, it did.
And Skippy.
I love doing it. Alright, that was just too annoying, yeah. Alright, okay, I need to,
Just a moment, Your Honor.
I need to get rid of her so I can do the other one. It was a very bold strategy, it worked for him. Alright, you're lying!
You're lying about this whole nacho business, aren't you?
Nay, are you lying about being a mighty pirate?
Yes.
I'll ask the questions here.
Alright, no more questions.
I have no more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
You may step down, Bosun Krebs.
I'm gonna call Deoro just to see what he says, just for the content. But we do know how to actually get
I'd like to call
Deoro to
Joaquin
drop
Jacinto
the
de Mel
charges.
Alfonso Deoro to the stand.
Joaquin Deoro. Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate?
See?
Senor De Oro.
Captain Doro.
Yes, of course. Why are you here today?
I was recently arrested for trying to sell a counterfeit Dark Ninja
Oh,
Dave
no.
porcelain power pirate figurine. A counterfeit figurine crafted by Guybrush Threepwood.
Scandalous!
That wasn't so surprising.
Your witness, counselor.
That's true. Wasn't worth a. Alright. Lion!
Senor Deoro, is it not true that you're an inveterate liar?
No?
So it is true that you're an inveterate liar.
No. Yes. I don't know. What does inveterate mean?
Objection! Your Honor, the defense is attempting to confuse the witness with
Sure
big
is.
words.
Sure is.
Sustained! The defense will take into account the witness's limited vocabulary.
Fair enough. Come on.
Liar, yes?
Me liar, no!
I suggest trying another line of inquiry, Threepnod.
Alright, no more
no more
questions. Well, I
questions for
actually
this
know how
witness,
I'd like do
You
that,
may
so.
step down, Mr. Deoro.
That's Captain Doro.
Well, let's call a recess. I'd like to call a recess.
Your Honor, I'd like to call a recess to confer with my client.
Bailiff, please escort Captain Threepwood to the brig.
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Oh, can I leave?
What do you want?
Want it? My lawyer.
I want to see my lawyer.
Again?
Yeah.
He's not getting any smarter.
I'm glad I just faded out. Pretty good though. Alright, I can give you an eye. It's a cool red eye. Here.
Captain Doro?
Do you have it?
Yes.
One nigh indestructible glass eye. Pox-colored, just like all the cool pirates are wearing them.
Santo Pica and Santa Fe! Ay, 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 ay. My eye is really scary.
Now, according to Cryptdigit, all you have to do to set it is pop it in your eye socket. Ooh,
How do I look?
dangerous.
Hell
I think you
yeah.
mean dangerously cool, eh?
Sure,
Yes,
whatever.
extremely.
Now, about your testimony.
No problem, mi amigo. Just call me back to the stand and ask me about this.
Ooh.
Your Dark Ninja Dave Porcelain Power Pirates treasure map? I'll just smuggle this into here.
In my, let's say, mouth.
Not sure I want to touch that. Alright.
I better get back into court and introduce this disturbingly moist map into evidence.
Right, so there must be something around here I can use to make like a skull and crossbones, a purple one? Crab battle. Alright, and it's the... Ooh, club sign. That's a good sign right there.
Snazzy. I still don't know what the 41 stands for, though.
Don't worry about it. Alright, into the club. Maybe Morgan has a skull and crossbones for me. Oh yeah, there's a door.
Occupied!
Sorry.
Skull.
I wonder what happened to Murray. Icky.
Typically,
Hard to believe that
skull
nacho
and
sauce could do that.
crossbone.
I don't want to pour acid on that. It could get scarred. Or worse, acid washed.
True. Don't know if I can do anything with...
One thing I've learned the hard way over the years is a useful
Yeah, monkey. Alright. I don't see nothing. There... Was I could ask for a different drink.
Hey, WP.
A drink?
Barkeep, I'd like to order a drink.
What'll it be?
I'll have a
Set me
grogatini.
up with a grogatini. With a twist.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We don't serve grogatinis anymore.
Oh
The pirates kept gagging on the little porcelain
no!
souls.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Alright, grog.
One grog. Neat.
Coming right up.
Chug, chug,
bracing.
chug. And let me keep that cup. Alright. My tab is only getting bigger. Okay, does Morgan have anything else to say? Nope. Look out for a skull and crossbones. Oh, hang on. We'll taste something. Yeah. There's this leg-shaped lamb.
Look, an eight-legged alpaca.
Your fancy cryptozoology tricks won't fool me, laddie.
Okay, so do we want to mess with this lamp in order to get a leg with a scar on it? That's an interesting question right there. Yeah, it could be the bacon grease and then, like, something flammable.
Whoops.
Hey! Arr! Now look what you did. Arr!
Oh, yeah, it did have,
Clumsy clown clipper, you ruined my prototype. Now I'll have to start all over. Arr!
It did
So
have.
if it's messed up, can I
Okay,
have it?
okay, it did
I
have
take
a
it.
gray.
Just get out of me sight. Arr.
It did have a gray
Thought I'd
burn
get a
on
leg
it.
up in the trial. Icky. Hard to
yeah,
believe
it
that
was
nacho
like
sauce could do that.
gray and then a purple. Yeah, is that it? Violet Jolly Roger shaped burn? That looks good.
Icky. Hard to believe that nacho sauce could do that.
Yeah, I thought it might be the combination of these two. Big purple. Alright, so we have something that is the burn. The only other thing to do is this cat. I'm not entirely sure what to do about this cat. I think it'll let me pour molten glass on the cat. The red one was the
I don't think I
caustic
should be
acid.
splashing molten glass on that.
I think. Yeah. It's just caustic fluid, actually.
Hey, look! A 5-headed bonobo!
Yeah. If I put
didn't see nothing.
iron
Sorry,
shavings
must have been a weather balloon.
in the cat's food, and then I release the monkey in court, then I can move the cat. Well, this is incredibly cruel. Yeah, the caustic acid was from the, I think, the work, the Deshawn's thingy. Alright, I know, what a sentence. Alright, well, I think I can get all of the charges dropped now.
Oh, it's you.
It's me, hello, I'd like to return to court.
I'd like to return to court to defend my client.
Alrighty then, let's find Judge Grindstump. The Pirate Court of Flotsam Island is back in session. The Right Honourable Wallace P. Grindstump presiding.
Time is grog, Captain.
That's fair enough. Alright, call a witness. Let's do... Sneezing. Let's do Doro.
I'd like to recall
Oof,
Captain
sorry
Doro
about that.
to the stand.
Can someone pull D'Oro out of his cell?
No.
Court would like to remind Captain Doro that he is still under oath.
See?
Alright. Wait, no, I have to, no.
Just a moment, you're...
I do have the pox. Alright, I have to use the map on him, I assume.
Captain Doro, what can you tell me about this map?
Objection!
Defense Exhibit 42, Your Honor. This is the map the witness used to find his Dark Ninja Dave Power Pirate.
I'll allow it. But shut your eternally flapping mouth, you festering
I mean, it is
shithole.
eternally flapping, it's true.
Continue.
Gotta yell at
I
Stab,
purchased
though.
this map at eBay 6 months ago from a traveling salesman with a club jacket and wedding
No!
rings. He said that it was an authentic Dark Ninja Dave Porcelain Power Pirates treasure map, but I have since learned that it was just as counterfeit as the Power Pirate it led me to.
Who was
Stan!
the dastardly swindler who sold you this map?
It was...
Hey, would you look at that? I've misfiled my glorious mundus. Your Honor, on behalf of the Porcelain Power Pirates Corporation, I'd like to ask that all charges pertaining to the unfortunate counterfeiting of the Dark Ninja Dave action figure be dropped against Captains Joaquin D'Oro and Guybrush Threepwood.
Smart move, Counselor. In the matter of Porcelain Power Pirates versus D'Oro, D'Oro versus Threepwood, etc., 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 this court finds in favor of the defendants.
His justice. Where's the hangings?
You want
No hangings for you.
Just keep it up, you swabs.
Alright, step 1. Alright, 2 more witnesses to call. I'm gonna call one witness and then I'm gonna get some water. I'm going to call, Krebs. We've
I'd
got
like
the
to
bird.
recall Bosun Krebs to the stand.
Catherine Krebs.
Now remember, darling, You're still under oath.
Aye.
Alright, Watergate. Stan is, sometimes smart, sometimes nay. Alright, let's use the burn.
Your Honor, I'd like to introduce this leg lamp into evidence as proof that Bosun Catherine Krebs is lying about her so-called nacho sauce burn.
This proves nothing!
Objection, Your Honor. The scars on this leg-shaped lamp may look like my client's, but who knows how they got there?
I'm glad you asked. So you see, Your Honor, Catherine's distinctive burns were not caused by Club 41's nacho sauce, but by an unlikely combination of scalding fluids found throughout Flotsam Island. Isn't that true, Bosun Krebs?
Answer the question, you she-devil!
It's true. After Guybrush knocked that platter of nachos onto my lap, I saw my chance for revenge and concocted this foolish scheme.
Revenge?
Well, everyone's
You
trying to
still
get us
don't
done for
remember
crimes.
me? The woman whose ship you sunk? Who spent years languishing in prison for your crimes? The woman whose husband you humiliated in that creepy karaoke contest?
Oh. No,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Drawing a blank.
That wasn't in one of the games, as far as I know.
Catherine Krebs' charge be dropped.
Counselor?
I got nothing, Your Honor.
Very well. In the matter of Krebs versus Threepwood, the Pirate Court of Flotsam Island finds in favor of the defendant Guybrush Threepwood.
Alright, one more crime. One more crime. That we may have actually committed, but don't worry about it. Alright, call a witness. Call Hemlock.
I'd like to call Hemlock McGee back to the stand.
I'm right here.
I'd like to
Yeah,
remind...
I'm still under oath.
Yeah. Alright, so, this seems mean, but we're gonna make this poor paralyzed cat dance.
Your Honor, pirates and assorted buccaneers, Hemlock McGee has asserted that it was I, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, that brought about the horrible emotional scars that even now leave poor Miss Pretty Whiskers paralyzed. But I put it to you that it was not your humble defendant who traumatized Hemlock's unfortunate feline, but a far more insidious assailant, and one who's in this very courtroom as I speak. J'accuse Jacques the Monkey.
What? Objection. There's no evidence of monkey play here.
No? Let's ask the victim.
Oh, yes.
See? Miss Pretty Whiskers is up and about and seeking revenge just like a good pirate cat should.
Good pirate cat.
Pretty Whiskers, come back. We'll get our revenge together.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
Mr.
All right.
Prosecutor?
Well, considering that my client and evidence just ran out the door, I guess old Stan's gonna have to drop this one.
Yep.
Good idea. In the case of McGee and Pretty Whiskers versus Threepwood, the Pirate Court of Flotsam finds in favor of the
We did
defendant,
frame a monkey. We
Guybrush
are
Threepwood.
terrible.
Come on, Judge, hit him with the pox.
Don't make me send the
I
bailiff
don't know if I have a cat plush.
Let's see here. Cleared. Dropped. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations,
Hell
Captain
yeah.
Threepwood. It appears that you have successfully gotten yourself out from under your various civil charges.
Shiver me timbers, Stumpy. I guess I'll be going now.
Hold on, what's this? There
Uh-oh.
appears to be a criminal charge on the other side of this blasted paper.
Huh? Assault with molten nacho cheese isn't criminal? What else is there?
The creation, incubation, dissemination, proliferation, and mastication of a pox or pox-like affliction. A Class 1 felonious act here on Flotsam.
Oh, we did actually do that one.
You plead.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
On what grounds?
Mastication?
I may have aided in its creation, incubation, dissemination, and proliferation, but mastication? That doesn't even make sense.
Are you suggesting that this court doesn't know the meaning of the words it uses?
Yes?
No.
Good!
Pox isn't my fault?
The pox isn't my fault. It's LeChuck's. It all started with the cursed cutlass of Cthulhu off the Rock of Gelato. LeChuck was doing something evil with monkeys, and I was all brrr. But then LeChuck broke my root beer bottle, and I had to substitute some of the voodoo lady's ingredients, and then LeChuck turned into a human, and all this voodoo went boom, and... well, it's not my fault.
Your Honor, the defendant is hand-waving. And believe me, I know from hand-waving. But seriously, we all know that the cloud of pox vexing this fair island arrived soon after the defendant and his oozing appendage crept upon these shores.
Justification it was.
Then, after
We did
infecting
do
everyone
that.
in sight, the pox cloud magically blew away at exactly the same moment that Guybrush sailed away, stealing Flotsam's only ship, I might add.
Correct. We
I
didn't
won
steal
that
it,
ship, fair
though.
and square.
Now, Threepwood has returned, and so has the cloud of pox. What a coincidence! And yet
Let's,
here he stands concocting fanciful stories
Let's
of a
blame the
human
Marquis.
LeChuck,
It is
voodoo
correct. The
cutlasses,
Marquis
and
is
a
almost as
so-called
much to
rock
blame.
of gelato.
Well, Threepwood, do you have any witnesses to your unlikely tale?
No.
Dude, she's...
Yes? Wife? Wife!
Wonder Bunny.
Wife!
Avast, ye blubbering belugas! I'm sacking your port! Bring me all your spoils, swags, booty, and boodle!
Lane, less plunder, more bunny, please.
And you, me bunny lass, step into me captain's quarters and let me ravish you, silly!
Oh boy.
I didn't realize Elaine was a wife guy.
Hold you in me arms again. It makes me want to... What's this? The scent of betrayal? Who is this tawdry wench?
Nobody. No one.
She'll die by me rusty blade!
There goes my witness.
Bye,
Then she
Elaine.
must be summoned. Bailiff, serve her immediately.
Yes, get her.
Sir.
Get her with the voodoo
You'd
summons.
better be using the voodoo summons. That saucy sea hag doesn't
That
look like
is
she'd
the
be
bacon
respecting
grease,
the customs
actually,
of pirate
yes.
law. Aye, aye, sir. But first, hold the defendant's pox-spreading keister back to the brig.
Oh, not me
All right,
again.
you. Stay put until I summon your ball and chain.
Boo.
I wouldn't call her that. She...
And she'll kill you, as she should.
Oof. Take exception.
Yes. Kick his ass for using that terrible phrase.
What happened to you?
Oh, I'll tell you what happened. Oh, I went to Club 41 to hand this summons to your better half, and she backhanded me right out of the bar.
Yeah, you had that coming.
Ouch.
If you want that banshee on the stand, you're gonna have to serve her yourself.
Oh, good. This is going to go well for me. Alright, out of jail I go.
Oh, I'm gonna go see if the local doctor can fix me job.
Do not go to the Marquis. He will just steal your jaw. Just take me straight to Club 41. Good plan.
What the...
Oh, hell yes.
Oh, ladies' night.
Guybrush, your wife has lost her mind.
Sure has.
You're about to lose a limb, you sea cow!
Elaine, sugar cakes, let's stop fighting and work this out over a nice cold light grog.
It's her head or yours, bilge boy!
Or you two can just figure out this little misunderstanding on your own. I'll be over here appreciating my head's ability to stay attached to my neck.
I'm glad that Guybrush is back to being the ultimate wife guy. That's wife right there. Alright. Hello, a scrap of paper.
A recipe for something called a Fat Island Fuzzy Nostril.
Ooh. Oh, hey, Bosun, what's up?
Krebs?
What do you want?
No, Bosun is her, job, but... Captain Krebs, what's up? You're not upset about the trial, are
You're not
you?
upset about the trial, are you?
Why would I possibly be upset by the fact that I hideously disfigured myself in a quest for long-delayed vengeance, only to have it cruelly snatched away at the last moment?
I don't know, Voodoo Lady.
About your quest for vengeance? I'm afraid I still don't remember you.
Wow,
Don't
wow,
remember?
Guybrush.
How could you forget how you sank me marlin hunting ship off the coast of Snark Island? Or the time you framed me for mopery on Wurtling Shores?
Sure, the buffet worked.
Unless I've taken too many blows to the head, I'm pretty sure I've never been to any of those places or done any of those things.
Well, you may not remember Bosun Catherine C. Krebs, but you can be sure that there'll always be a black mark next to the name of Guybrush Q. Threepwood.
Wait, did you say Guybrush Q. Threepwood?
Aye, and a fouler name never escaped me lips.
That's
But
not
it's the
me.
wrong name. I'm Guybrush U. Threepwood.
What?
Yeah, your vendetta must be with the other Guybrush Threepwood. I should have realized. You know, this isn't the first time something like this has happened. I keep getting his mail, too.
Uh-oh. Whoops. Sorry. So does it hurt?
Tell me, did it hurt?
No, are you flirting? No!
When you fell out of pirate heaven?
Guybrush, your
No,
wife's
this
right
way.
there.
Stay away from Guybrush, you see?
Ah, there we go. We're luring the wife over.
Yikes!
No flirting, Guybrush. Terrible. Okay, we knocked the bag of sugar and we've lured the wife fight. Where is that bag? Where did it fall? Oh, there it is.
Just what I always wanted. An ant-infested sack of sugar.
Hell yeah, Guybrush. You know it. You love it.
Good old C12H22O11. Just like Mama Threepwood used to make.
Why fight? Why fight? I love that it's her wife that is
The only
getting
way to
to,
drag Elaine into court
sword
is to
fight.
get this voodoo summons into her hands.
Alright, can we talk to the wife?
Morgan, what do you think you're doing?
Don't ask me. Ask your crazy wife.
I'm gonna run you through, you high seas hussy!
Fair enough. You don't have to fight.
Ladies, please. There's plenty of Guybrush Threepwood to go around.
Well, there won't be when I'm done with you.
Get over yourself, Threepwood.
Yikes.
Yeah, you had that coming. No, I don't know about this one. Hey, Morgan, you're losing your
Hey,
edge.
Morgan, I think you're losing your edge.
I'll show you an edge. Whoa!
Can't you two just work it out over a nice grogatini?
V, Guybrush Threepwood is buying me a drink?
Over your dead body, trollop!
Who are you calling Trollop, Schooner Mom?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Alright. I'll get back to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go think of something clever. Try not to kill each other while I'm away.
Yeah!
Alright. Okay, let's go to...
Occupied.
Sorry.
That's fair.
Okay.
No, not
Are
you.
we calm when the flay's been filleted like a fish?
Harsh. Alright, Elaine.
Elaine, you should know that Morgan and I spent a few nights together inside of a manatee.
Inside of a what?
A giant manatee.
You're a dog, Guybrush!
That did not come out. That did not come out the way he intended. Alright. Whoop. Game having a moment. It's fine. Alright, WP. How are you liking the bar
WP.
fight? Am I knocking off
Would
the
you mind
darts?
knocking it off with the darts for a minute?
Not on your life! I need to get in a week's worth of practice before tomorrow night's tournament. And who
Sure.
knows how long those hellions will stay out of my way.
That's fair. I'd like a drink.
Barkeep, I'd like to order a drink.
What'll it be?
I got a Fat Island Fuzzy Nostril.
Can you make one of these Fat Island Fuzzy Nostrils?
Aye, aye, Captain.
While you're making that, I'll just...
Order up. One Fat Island Fuzzy Nostril. Heavy on the fuzz.
That was absurdly fast.
No stealing the darts.
Libation.
Oh, I do love libations. Okay, so getting a drink lures them over... Oh, hello. Lures them over to the bar. Doing something down there with Catherine lures them over to the buffet. Such a scrap of paper.
Bartender's recipe for a Scab Island sling. Seems pretty simple.
Scab Island sling, why not? Alright, what is this? That's gross. Gross is what that is.
What was that?
I have something attached to my shit. There we go.
What's this piece of paper stuck to my boot? It's a recipe for a drink called a Tri-Island Tuna Colada. Looks complicated.
Oh, okay, so that's complicated. That will take him time to make.
Ooh.
I don't have anything to, like, pick up this icky puddle.
I don't think so.
Alright, okay, so let's get the fight over here.
What do you want?
I see you aren't fighting.
It's nice to see one female pirate in this bar isn't a fight-crazed wackadoodle.
Oh, I am. I'm just loading up on carbs before joining the fight.
Fight,
Doesn't
fight,
pay to have
fight,
a sugar
fight.
drop in the middle of one of these things, you know.
How are you doing without gold?
What you gonna do with all that gold?
Uh-oh, no!
Gold.
No!
All that gold inside your chest.
What was that?
Guybrush, you sea hog!
What was that, Guybrush? The fuck, man?
Yikes!
And this is the episode where they channeled Forrest Flirt. For some reason. Like, there really hasn't been any of this, and now I have to do it to move the fight. Anyway, now that I have a complicated recipe... I get to steal the darts?
Can you make one of these?
A Tri-Island Tuna Colada? Arr, that takes me back. I haven't made one of these since I was a bosun under Captain Bo.
But can you make one? I'm really in the mood.
Aye, but it'll take some doing to scrounge up the ingredients.
Take your time. The judge mixes a mean drink, but he's a horrible shot.
Like, most of the time Guybrush is fine, and then sometimes he will just, they'll channel the wrong Guybrush.
Nope.
I've clearly got to do something with this dartboard.
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
True. The almonds?
I'll just put this here for safekeeping.
Done!
Okay.
One Tri-Island Tuna Colada.
Don't know why I
Now
did
you
that.
back to me darts.
Arr! Libations.
Ah, gimme.
Yeah, wife Guybrush is the best part, and you should not be flirting. Ours, unless there's a flirting to, like... How can I get her? Have it, maybe?
Okay, this is really flattering, but let's calm down and talk this out like adults.
I'll be calm when the flay's been filleted like a fish.
Elaine, Tucklebear. Morgan's all bark and no bite.
You want bite? You got it! And I'll throw in the bark for free! Oh!
Oh, hello.
Good for nothing words getting in the way of my killing.
Those are good for nothing words.
You are formally summoned to appear before the court of Judge Grindstump in the case of the people of Flotsam versus Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate. TM.
Phew! Now I know who wears the daddy pants in the relationship.
Never say that again, Morgan.
From my boy's pants, or I'll hang you from my Jolly Roger Jezebel! And you! Don't think you can totter around with some tart and not get a fistful of what?
She's a catch.
And conveniently not a rotten double cross.
I told you I had
Guybrush still ultimate wife
Just
guy.
do your job. Tell me, aside from all the silver, how are the benefits?
Guybrush.
Do you get health care for the repetitive stress injuries caused by all the backstabbing and cutting off people's hands?
I said I was sorry.
Sorry? I can't pick my left nostril without risking a lobotomy.
What if
What if nothing? Goodbye, Morgan. I've got a wife to cure and an island to save.
Love how he looked after his wife, like,
This
yeah,
is
there goes my wife. There goes my awesome wife. Alright, please tell everyone how the pox is LeChuck's fault.
Please, tell the court how
this
this
is not
horrible
gonna go
pox
well
is all
for you,
LeChuck's
Guybrush.
LeChuck? That stick in the mud wouldn't know a good pox if it kicked him in the fundament. Heck, there wouldn't even be a pox if you'd gone through with the voodoo lady's recipe properly. But no, you had to wave that root beer bottle around like some sort of conquering hero. Oh, look at me!
This was not a good idea for us to do this to ourselves, was it?
Next thing I know, you're trying to replace root beer with root grog and bam! Pox all over the place. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Okay.
This is going terribly, Guybrush. You should just shut your trap.
Honey, why don't you please tell everyone how I've been trying to find a cure for the pox?
Don't you honey me, you two-timing cannon
Elaine's
scrubber.
great, and she's
bet all this
consistently
talk of
great.
Looking for La Esponja Grande was all plot to spend time canoodling with your little privateering she-slag.
La Esponja Grande, yes, it's right over there, see?
Sure is. It's not a very big sponge.
Could you give the court some idea of what a fine, upstanding pirate your husband is?
Well, let's see.
Standing there being like, I just have to let her do the right case for me.
Later, after shanghaiing a crew to take him to Monkey Island, he totally failed to rescue me from the evil clutches of the ghost pirate LeChuck, so I had to dress up a couple of monkeys in a bridal gown.
This may have been a bad line of questioning.
Sure
Then he
was.
left me hanging over a pit while he went looking for the treasure of Big Whoop. I didn't hear from him for 3 years after that. Turned me into a bleeding statue.
Sure did do that.
The seat up. Oh, and that's not even mentioning all the times I've found myself tied up, manacled, or otherwise incarcerated because of his blithering idiocy.
You're too good for him, love.
You are.
Belly with a rusty razor.
Alright, cure?
Honey, why don't you please tell everyone how I've been trying to find a cure for the pox?
Don't you
Like the
honey me, you
same.
two-timing cannon scrubber. I bet all this talk of looking fine
Alright.
Sure.
Can I get the sponge? Can I pick up the sponge
I'd like
and
a
cure
second
my
to think
wife?
about my next move, Your Honor.
Make it fast! Your character witness is oozing all over my courtroom!
Aren't we all? Alright, La Sponja Grande. Can I cure my wife with this?
Your Honor, Buccaneers of Flotsam, you all believe that I, Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate, have brought this horrible pox to your shores.
Off with it,
Run him off the plank!
Jungle beast!
What if I were to tell you that I could tame this unruly witness, prove my good intentions, and begin the process of curing you all of this hideous voodoo pox, all in one fell swoop?
I don't know.
To
Maybe?
the jungle beast!
Your Honor, I object. Defense is grasping at sponge-shaped straws
I
here.
sure am, but
Get on with it, Captain! The hangman gets overtime if we keep him up
cure
after
my
midnight.
wife. Cure my wife.
Pleasure, Your Honor. Wenches and pirates, I give you Exhibit S, the wonder of La Esponja Grande.
I thought it'd be bigger.
Now behold, as a simple exfoliating motion of La Esponja Grande washes away the pox, restoring my wife to her usual, mostly pleasant demeanor.
This isn't going well. This isn't going well.
Sugar cakes?
Off with it, head!
Oh no.
Get that piece of seaweed off me, you deep-sea doily diver!
Does the defense have any other pointless arguments it would like to make?
No?
This is sort of all I got.
Then, by the power
Oh,
vested in me
no.
by the Puddle upon pirates of Flotsam Island, I summarily sentence you to be hanged by your pox-spreading neck until you are... right there.
LeChuck!
What?
LeChuck!
What is the meaning of this?
Correct.
My name is LeChuck,
Woof.
and I can tell you exactly what Guybrush did.
LeChuck? I thought he was a ghost. I heard he was a zombie.
Don't listen to him.
You see, Your Honor, the pox is all my fault.
Do listen to him.
For decades, I dabbled in the dark forces of voodoo, clamoring for power. I hungered for it. I yearned for it. I pillaged, plundered, and killed for it.
I can attest to all of this.
And it was my accumulated voodoo that infected you all. Dark, evil voodoo that was explosively released when I was once again defeated by the perpetually heroic Guybrush Threepwood.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
I've killed
Best
him
friend.
5 times.
So you see, Guybrush Threepwood is not the source of this pox. I am. And I hereby throw myself upon the mercy of this court, or lack thereof.
Off with your head!
But wait, there's more.
Ooh.
It turns out I had an unknown silent power urging me down those darkened voodoo corridors.
Ooh.
A power far more insidious than I could ever hope to be. I submit to the court this journal, property of the... Quiet up there! The voodoo lady!
No!
Ooh, that creepy lady who lives in the shack?
Yeah, that creepy lady lives in the shack.
In these pages, you will find detailed plans laid out by the voodoo lady over the course of many years to manipulate my never-ending rise to power. My hunger for voodoo, my seemingly endless cycle of ironically comical death and disturbing resurrection. My obsession with the darling Elaine.
Scandalous.
Because of her.
Off with her head!
Lead him to the jungle beast!
Can't be true.
Damn voodoo lady. Gosh darn.
I hereby call for the release of Guybrush Threepwood and the immediate imprisonment of LeChuck and the voodoo lady. To the brig with both of them!
Oh, I've had it up to me eye patch with all this land-loving lollygagging. I'm off to plunder me some treasure.
Alright, bye, wife.
Don't worry about me, my friend. Go cure your wife.
I tried, it didn't work. I feel like my sponge is, defective. It's broken, clearly.
Well, I'm finally free, but now my pox-crazed wife is nowhere to be found. A mad scientist is hunting her for who knows what reason, and the legendary voodoo sponge that was supposed to cure her has turned out to be useless. Under normal circumstances, I'd ask the voodoo lady for help, but she's sitting in the jail cell next to my archenemy, who may or may not be my best friend, after it's been revealed that she's been the secret power behind most of my travails over most of my life as a pirate. Maybe I should have been a beekeeper like my Uncle Sid.
Okay, voodoo lady, you've got some explaining to do.
Hey, you!
Hey,
Hello,
you.
Threepwood.
Hey, voodoo lady.
You sent me on a wild albatross chase for La Esponja Grande and promised me it would cure the pox. But after fending off sexually ambiguous merpeople, a giant manatee, and your crazy ex-boyfriend, what do I get for my trouble? This sorry excuse for a kitchen sponge.
La Sponja.
Ah, I noticed you strategically left out the Grande from this piece of junk. Once it cured my completely leftover pox, it didn't have enough mojo left to cure Elaine.
No.
It's not worthless.
Wife.
It is merely young.
Oh, a baby
it must
sponge.
be brought to maturity in order to reach its voodoo-absorbing potential.
Brought to maturity? How am I supposed to do that? Give it a talk about the sponge birds and sponge bees?
Guybrush, if
Like
you
all
had a talk
infants,
about the
La
birds and the
Sponja
bees.
needs nourishment. It must be fed 6 special voodoo courses.
Hell
to bring
yeah,
it to
I
adult
love
size.
6 special courses.
What sort of meal is that?
A feast for the senses. The menu, people. Take it.
What?
And served a sponge a meal unlike
Bye.
any other.
Bye, buddy.
Then,
It will grow.
Bye, Messenger Scorpion.
there's a map of the Flotsam Jungle on the cover. No more listening to bees and birds and boars for this mighty pirate.
Oh man, this looks like it's gonna get confusing. Let me take a picture of this. It's also got folds in it, which doesn't bode well for me. Right, camera. Well, it seems like we have to feed it apricot. No, what's the one? The ice cream one. You have to like feed the ice cream one things. I think. It looks like we're gonna have to, yeah. Alright, another picture. Okay, feast for the senses. Voodoo feast in 6 courses, guaranteed to embiggen the smallest beastie. First course, put on a napkin that's a sight, in garish cloth, grotesquely bright. Once completed in order, your wee beastie will grow at maturity. Substitutions encouraged. Alright. So we have to
That's
get, ooh, hello.
It's like a whole new map now.
It is a whole new map now. Oh, Lord. Alright, another picture. Write this down. Well, if you want a garish cloth, I do know where to find one of those. And that's a pretty different map. It's gonna be interesting. Ah, okay, I can look at all the... Oh, actually, okay, I cannot look at the clues yet. I just have the first course clue, and then we'll get the second.
I better fold this up before I put it in my pocket.
Alright, let's talk to the Chuck.
LeChuck!
Guybrush!
Thanks.
I would have bet my good
I
hand
love
I'd
he's
never
now
say
our
this,
best
but
friend. Guybrush is now like best friend LeChuck.
I cause you nothing but despair.
for taking the fall back there, and for exposing the voodoo lady. I don't know what to make of any of it, but now I can focus on saving Elaine and dealing with the pox.
It is the very least I could do. But be careful, Guybrush.
I'm always careful.
This from the guy who proposed to his wife with the cursed engagement ring you stole from my hole.
Yeah.
Is the evil demon pirate LeChuck developing a sense of humor? This is weird.
This is weird. Oh, really? Thanks again.
Thanks again.
You don't need to thank me, my friend. I merely spoke the truth. They say that truth is the greatest barnacle scrubber you know.
Hell yeah. Where have we been?
Where have you been? I thought you were with Elaine.
Well, after leaving Spinner Cay, Elaine and I set out to finish releasing all those monkeys I'd captured.
Sure.
After we were finished releasing the last of them, Elaine caught wind of your trial, went into a poxed rage, seized a passing clam schooner, and made a beeline for Flotsam Island.
That's my girl.
Needless to say,
That's my
I
wife.
took my own vessel and headed after her. But in the middle of the night,
Oh,
my ship was
no.
sunk by a rogue wave. I was washed up on an island of cannibals, from whom I deftly escaped, using many of the
Yes.
self-same skills you
Good
taught
going,
me back
LeChuck.
on the Jerkbait Islands.
You know, it's amazing how easily man-eating tribes can be reasoned with.
Knowing I needed to get here more than ever, I lashed together a few bits of cannibal leftovers and warthog sinew to build a makeshift raft. Unfortunately, that was soon eaten by the sharks.
Oh,
Oh no!
So I swam. I swam as fast as I could for 3 days.
And arrived just in time to save me from the gallows. Nicely done, buddy.
no. Hell yeah. Alright, you swam for 3 days?
Kudos to your swim instructor.
I was fueled by the fire of our budding friendship.
Aww. Have you seen Elaine? You seen my
Elaine?
wife?
No, not since she left me in a poxed rage.
She's been doing a lot of that lately.
Sure has. Alright. Well, the voodoo lady.
Can't believe the voodoo lady has been pulling your ghostly / demonic strings all these years.
It came as a shock to me as well. But her diary spells it all out. You, me, Elaine, we're all part of the voodoo lady's malevolent plans.
Terrible.
Malevolence is in the eye of the beholder, Guybrush Threepwood.
Wow, voodoo
I
lady.
know this is difficult to understand, but things are not as they seem.
No, things seem remarkably convoluted, which is what I've come to expect from you.
I've
True.
always had your best
Friendship
interests at heart.
ended with voodoo
What
lady.
about my interests? Without your meddling, I could have lived a normal
Now
happy
friends with
pirate's
the
life.
Chuck.
Ha! The destiny of LeChuck has never been normal.
Yeah, really seem behind
How
everything.
about the mountain of ice on the roller coaster of the damned? She was behind that?
Especially that.
Especially that. Alright, well, the sponge is a bust.
I risked life, limb, and manatee to get La Esponja Grande, and it's a puny, worthless lump.
What?
Soak up the gargantuan wonder that is La Esponja Grande.
That is La Esponja Grande? But wasn't it supposed to hold infinite amounts of voodoo?
I know. What a crock.
What
The
a
size
crock.
of the sponge is meaningless. It is what you do with it that matters.
Oh, boo.
Yeah?
Well, you fight like a...
Oh, they're so buddies now. It's so good. Oh, really? I'm in this
So, Miss
menu.
Spooky Pants gave me this menu which will supposedly put more Grande in my Esponja.
Excellent.
You want to put some of your newfound deductive reasoning to the test and help me figure out what I need for the menu?
I'd give my beard to be able to help you.
Help
but
me,
I'm afraid
LeChuck.
my pirate mind is not
Oh,
fit for such things.
sorry, LeChuck.
Explains why after all these years you still allowed me to get within a nautical mile of you with a bottle of voodoo root beer.
Yeah. Alright, sit tight, buddy.
Sit tight, buddy. Once I save Elaine, you're next.
Don't worry about me.
Best friends. I know LeChuck's voice actor is having an absolute blast. It's very, very good.
Hey, you! Again!
Hello, Treepwood.
Hey, voodoo lady. You lied to me.
You've been lying to me about LeChuck all these years.
My ways are my own, Guybrush, but rest assured I have never lied to you.
You're lying right now. All this time, I thought LeChuck was an inhuman monster. Actually, he was an inhuman monster, but only because you made him that way.
Did I? Or was I merely playing my role in a much larger play?
Stop trying to confuse me. We're tired of being puppets in your
We should
chess
absolutely get
This is no
matching
game,
Best Buddy
Treepwood.
shirts. I'll never trust you
game.
again.
You corrupted LeChuck and sent him out to torment me and Elaine for years. I'll never trust you again.
I don't require your trust, Treepwood. Only your heroism.
Well, this feast for the
About
senses.
this feast for the senses,
What would you like to know?
The first course is
the
napkin.
first course in the feast for the senses, the napkin. What's up with that?
The table must be set with an eye-catching napkin to entice the sponge's hunger.
It doesn't say any of that, because, we can't see any of the rest, but I guess we could, like...
The antipasta? Explain.
With the table set, a powerful aroma must encourage the appetite to grow.
I think my nose has been in shock since traversing the inside of a manatee.
I'm sure you will find something.
What about...
Can you
palate
tell me
cleanser?
about the palate cleanser?
Before the main course, the palate must be scalded clean by a powerful taste.
Ooh, like grog?
No, not at all
Grog,
like grog.
grog. Grog,
It says here that course 4, the main course, is the sixth sense. That doesn't even make sense.
Ah, but it does. For where the other 5 senses are limited to the finite experiences of the present, the sixth sense satiates the appetite for the infinite possibilities of the future.
The future? How do I feed something the future?
You already hold the answer to that question.
What about dessert?
What about the dessert? This is one hungry sponge.
Ah, what is your favorite thing about dessert, Guybrush?
Running out before the check arrives?
No, it is the pleasurable shock of something different.
Ah,
Fair enough. A
it
bellowing
says
belch.
the feast for the senses ends with a bellowing belch.
Do not worry about this. If you provide La Esponja the first 5 courses, the location of the final course will undoubtedly reveal itself.
Okay.
My favorite type of responsibility. The one that takes care of itself.
Mine too. Alright. Enough about that.
Alright, enough about the feast for now.
We met Dakava.
Red Coronado de Cava.
My beloved, how was he?
Mad. Bipolar. Life ruined. Just another pawn sacrificed in your theater of the damned.
I never meant to cause him harm.
Sure you didn't.
Uh-huh.
Come on, admit it. You were manipulating Coronado.
Coronado was never touched by my voodoo, even though he sometimes begged to be.
I'm not sure we're talking about the same thing anymore, so I'll just shut up.
You seen my wife?
Have you seen Elaine? Of course, even if you have, I won't believe you.
So whether I have or have not does not matter.
I guess so.
If you do, tell LeChuck and then have him tell me.
Feel anything strange?
So, when I was with Dakava, you might have felt something strange happen.
Ah, you are no doubt alluding to your brief possession of my physical form.
Ha! How did it feel to be the Manipulate Ted instead of the Manipulator for once?
It was curiously liberating.
You're weird.
Weird. Alright. I'll try not to get executed.
Try not to get
I'm
executed.
gonna go
before I
talk to
cure
Stan
Elaine.
about some
As you
garish napkin. Hey Stan, can I have your... Oh, hello. Can I have your coat?
Stan!
Threepwood! No hard feelings over all those various civil and criminal charges?
Water under the bridge.
Great.
A bridge with a fast-talking shyster/salesman dangling from it.
Alright, still trying to make a buck? Well, it
Still
looks
trying
like
to
two
make a buck on
figurines,
my recently
actually.
cleared name.
Nah, I sold all that junk to that Doro sap. I moved on to the next trial of the century. Flotsam Island versus LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady.
How are sales going
How
now?
are sales going now?
Great! People can't get enough of the Voodoo Lady's murky moral ambiguity, mysterious unexplored backstory, and her ample...
La 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 la, I'm not listening, la la la.
voodoo charms. And as for LeChuck, well, let's just say the Lady Pirates love a tale of redemption. The whole bad boy made good angle.
Ah.
Alright, have we been put on trial
Have
yet?
the Voodoo Lady and LeChuck been put on trial yet?
Have they? It's the trial of the century.
Wait, I thought I was the trial of the
Ah,
century.
Whatever, you didn't die. Can't was
Yesterday's
trial of the
news,
century.
Threepwood.
Alright.
So, what kind of case are you building against LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady?
Oh, I'm not prosecuting them. I'm defending them.
Oh.
What? Why?
Why do I do anything, Threepwood? Money, pieces
That's
of eight,
true,
filthy
that's true.
lucre. That Voodoo Lady babe is loaded. Funny thing though, she only let me take the case if I defend LeChuck too.
Funny like a peg leg.
Okay. Look at your
What
souvenirs.
could you possibly be making out of the Voodoo Lady and LeChuck?
Oh, ye of little faith.
Hell
Feast
yeah.
your eyes on the all-new People vs. LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady collection.
Alright, I'm gonna ask for
What's
that
this?
pin.
That's a little decorative pin I've whipped up.
Hell
Trial of the
yeah.
Century 2. Electric Voodoo
Electric
Lady.
Voodoo.
Still working on
Yes,
a type.
beautiful. Alright.
What's that one?
That's our Cursed Cutlass of Cthulhu LeChuck doll. Press the button for its special transforming glow.
Ooh.
What's happening?
It's a little bright.
Yeah, we're still working out a few kinks.
Oh, that is bright. Alright, Voodoo Lady.
that?
It's my entrancing Voodoo Lady dashboard good luck charm.
Disturbing.
On second
On
thought,
second thought,
can I
Say no
steal
more.
your jacket?
I don't suppose you'd be willing to sell me your eye-bending jacket.
Give up my jacket? That'd be like Samson getting a buzz cut, or King Arthur losing Excalibur, or Bluebeard dyeing himself blonde.
Huh?
Without my jacket, my salesman mojo would wither away faster than a hothouse orchid in a pizza oven.
So that's a maybe?
That's a no. Come on, give me your
Sure you
jacket.
don't want to sell me your pupil-defying jacket? It's for a good cause.
Excellent
This jacket
jacket.
stays with Stan until it literally falls off my back, Threepwood.
Well, I can arrange that, Stan. Have you seen my wife?
Have you seen my wife?
I really
Have
should
That
be
crazy
doing the
sea
wife
devil hit me
option
up for one of my
first.
patented and perfectly passable porcelain power pirate treasure maps before hightailing it for the jungle. If we're lucky, that thing will keep her going around in circles for weeks.
Like, Guybrush should be going around asking everyone right away, have you seen my wife? My wife, have you seen her? I get stuck in here. Blech. And up, go down onto the beach. Yeah, I can, I just got stuck. Alright. Well, hey crab. Let's go into the door. He is amazingly unsettling in 3D and it's great. Much better than 4. Alright. Still playing dart. Still down here.
Hey, Krebs.
What do you want?
Not to flirt with you, good lord. Alright.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, it's definitely a little murky in terms of, like, color.
Hey, WP.
Told you I was innocent.
Told you I was innocent.
Well, bully for you! But meanwhile, we're still all poxed. There's a creepy voodoo priestess in my jail, and your wife's still threatening to sack our town. Truly, these are the best of times.
Well, you know, it's fine.
Barkeep, I'd like to order a drink.
Grog.
What'll it be?
Grog, 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 grog. Grog.
One grog. Neat.
Coming right up.
Grog, grog, grog.
Racing.
Alright. Bye-bye. I'm probably gonna go for another 10 minutes, and I think I probably, like, I still have quite... Ooh, hello. What happened there? Get static shocked or something, Guybrush? The heck? Anyway, yeah, but I still have, like, the feast and then all the stuff that happens, like, around that. So I'm probably going to stop in the middle of this episode. This was a long one.
Huh. Something sure shoved a short sword up his aft sail.
Was it Morgan? Alright, we kinda go into the jungle as well now. Yeah, I know, you thought it was coming close to the end? Nah. Nah. We're, I think, about halfway through. Maybe a little more than half. Let's talk with Hemlock.
Hi there, Double Peg.
Well, we got like 6 voodoo courses. I think it ends after that, but we've got like quite a lot of work to do to get those like courses. So, Cat, how have you seen my wife?
Have you seen my wife?
I tore through here like a cat out of hell, off into the jungle.
Oh, that's fair enough. There is a jungle beast in the jungle. Like, if I had to
Pretty Whiskers
guess,
appreciates all the
we've
iron
probably
supplements I've
got
given her.
another hour to hour and a half of episode. I don't want to be streaming until, like, past 5. Let's go see if the Marquis will talk to me, and, what's up? Alright. I guess we no longer have the pox, that's why he's no longer interested in, grabbing us. Mouse. Oh god, what's the rat? Jimmy Two Teeth. Jimmy Two Teeth, what are you doing here?
What the?
What? What? Uh-oh.
Morgan!
Oh. Oh.
What happened?
Went to get your hand.
Oh, Morgan!
Do that?
Had to pay you back for all the trouble. Found Jacques. He told me.
What?
He told me.
What? What did the monkey tell you?
Bye, Morgan. Bye, Morgan.
Singe.
Fucking rip. Alright. Oh, Morgan. Well. That went
This
good.
must have been broken in the fight between Morgan and Singe. I hope the Vole escaped.
Alright, let's have a look around. Where Morgan?
Singe will pay for this.
Well, he had too much wife, I guess, for Morgan to live. I go past her. Yeah, damn, that's harsh.
Darn, no more bananas. Curse you, banana god.
Dog pet.
It'd take a 7-year correspondence course in mad sciencing before I'd even have a hope of fixing that thing.
Right. Picture.
It looks like DeSinge is using my hand to make something called the jus de vie.
Let me, like, try and have a look at this. Lifeless. No. Hard for me to say. It's like, yeah, Gyros, he's now after Elaine. Yeah, he took the sword to put in her hand, 'cause it's her sword. A pox-ridden hand. Is the big horn like pushing out the air? Looks like lifeless. Like corpse, maybe? Projector?
The Vacalian wind control device? What is that creep doing with it now?
Useless is what it says. Okay, yeah. That's Guybrush. He is a little bit. Nope, no, exit. No!
What the?
What?
What happened to Morgan's body?
What? I was literally just here. What?
Refreshing.
Well, bye. But yes, I was gonna say this before Morgan's body disappeared. The skeleton.
Did Singe murder you too?
Please. Ooh, his hands. Oh no. I saw it. I heard nothing. Anyway, I was trying to. I was actually trying to look at this jar. Guess it's not lit. There we go. Jar.
Vampiridae Flotzimus sucrosus, the flotsam jungle firefly, are a common sight in Flotsam's jungles, which they never leave.
Oh, it was this
Although
jar.
Possessing no natural
Okay.
enemies, the Flotzimus sucrosus has a notorious sweet tooth, drawing it inexorably to bodies of sugar water.
Oh, we do have sugar. I guess we can throw sugar in some water to draw some fireflies. Curious. I do love a curious helmet. Don't put that on,
Auto trepanation
dweeb.
helmet.
Dweeb.
Ow! What? My thumb! God, this must have been broken in the fight between Morgan and the...
Am I fine now? Am I fine? Tongue for a second. Oh, that one.
Ow! What the...
Whoa! Ah! Ricky just has a magic helmet. Okay. Wow, this button?
Ow! Ah! I'm blind! Ew.
Yeah, small brush. Alright, final one. Let's see what this does.
Ow! Whoa! Help?
Gives him a sense of vertigo. That's fair. Well, Morgan's body has gone
locked.
missing. Ugh, locked. Gross.
Lepidoptera flotzimus accelerus. Like many of its more common cousins, the sharp-toothed Flotsam Island moth has a penchant for noshing on articles of clothing. Where Flotzimus accelerus differs is in the pain of its bites, which can be quite annoying, and the rapidity of its meals. A swarm of flotsam moths can strip a man down to his undergarments in mere seconds, assuming the notoriously finicky moths approve of his wardrobe, of course.
I would have loved it if we changed him into 2D. That would have been very funny. It would have been quite a lot of work, though. Alright, so I guess the moths are attracted to sugar water. And garish clothing, so I guess we have to combine the sugar with water and attract some moths to our friend Stan. Alright. Get stuck on objects. It's fine. Right. Well, I think this is a pretty good place to end for today after the death. I'm gonna go into the forest. Yeah. We have like 2 maps of this place, and I think it's the forest. Yeah. Whoa, whoa! Shit. The game just crashed. I'm gonna go see where the game last auto-saved. That's not good. Don't know why the game crashed there. That looks like very recent at least. Okay, looks like... I'm gonna go in just to see if it, like... Yeah, it should have saved Morgan's body being gone. Yeah. Okay, so saved right before I went into the forest. Let me just right here and end there. Not sure why it crashed in the jungle. Yeah, his wife's gone, so it crashed. So far it's not been very crash heavy. That's the first one of all the episodes so far, but... Alright, well, more Tales of Monkey Island next week. Probably the end of Chapter 4, start of Chapter 5. Since, yeah, this chapter it's quite a long one. I don't know how long 5 is, but we'll see. I expect there'll be enough in 5 to carry us over 1.5 streams. Alright, tomorrow we are back for Spyro Eternal Night. Yes, we've gotten to, like, the end of the game. We've got a bunch of backtracking for collectibles to do, and then we're gonna finish Eternal Night again. But a decent game this time. Yeah, this has been pretty good. There are moments where there's, like, but, like, nowhere near as many moments as 4. 4 was just constant, And, like, it's not like 1 and, I mean, 2 is not very good. 2 had a lot of moments. 1 has its own moments of, like, really... it's not a perfect game. But it's definitely been pretty fun. Definitely interesting. I love... There's definitely a lot of stuff to like. Like, Buddy LeChuck is probably one of my favorite things. Just at first, like, Guybrush is so suspicious of him in Chapter 2, and then Chapter 4 comes around, and now they're best friends. It's very, very good. There's definitely a lot of fun energy to this one that was missing from 4 completely. Yeah, more next week. Tomorrow we got Spyro. We'll see you guys then. Alright, bye everyone. Like, Doc's still streaming. Let me have a look. Yeah, I'll host you on over to Doc, so I'll see you guys later.